Hello students, I hope you all are doing good. I'm Anshuman, your English faculty. So students, in this video, since your RBI assistant exam is around the corner, so you'll all have to be ready to roll. That means you all have to be ready to give your exam now because it's on 18th and 19th November, right? So what we're going to do in this video, we are going to try to solve MT1, that's mock test 1 in 20 minutes, right? So we are going to try to attempt most of the questions in 20 minutes, right? So let's begin. So here is the interface in front of you all, right? So I have already done the setting, English, and so now I'll just click on this button. I'm ready to begin, right? The timer will start running and we'll try to do most of the questions, okay? So here we go. Okay, so the time starts running now. Now you can see that the first part is your para jumble base. So let's quickly solve it. See, the ladders that lead talented people upward are broken in many places. We don't know why we're talking about the ladders as of now. So let's leave it. More than 5 decades later, opportunities still. I don't know why I'm talking about the, a time ahead. That's 5 decades later. So it cannot be a first sentence as well. Then C seems to be a first sentence. And as first Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru, writing in 1961, stated. So these here, it cannot be a first sentence because we have a pronoun, demonstrative pronoun these. It cannot be a first sentence. Then I have no doubt. See, we have a direct speech here. Okay, this is enclosed in double inverted comma, so it cannot be a first sentence, right? Because I don't know who said it. Okay, then F, they. Again, we have they here, a pronoun, so it cannot be a first sentence. So let's take C as a first sentence. Okay, so C is a first sentence. Okay, so let's click C. Okay, first sentence, it's asking. Okay, then which will be a second sentence here? See, it says Jawaharlal Nehru says or is stated. So of course the direct speech has to come after this. So our sequence will be C and E, right? C and E. See, then here he talked about some opportunity, right? He talked about opportunity. So look, sentence B also talks about these opportunity, that more than 5 decades later, opportunity is still not widely dispersed or easily available, right? So our the sequence should be C, E, and B. That is, B is the third. Now let's find out fourth. Okay, look at A. The ladder that leads talented people upward are broken in many places. We're talking about opportunities for whom? Talented people, right? So it has to be the fourth one. Now, fifth one. Okay, fifth. He talked about broken in many places. So let's see this D. These breakages. So go ahead. Fifth sentence is asking. So D is a fifth sentence, right? Then third sentence. We had already discussed the third is B, right? So B will be a third sentence. Then it's asking second sentence. I had told you already that a direct speech we have here, right? Okay. So second sentence has to be E. All right. Then it's asking the fourth sentence. We had already discussed the fourth sentence as well. So A will be our fourth sentence. So, right. So our correct sequence, if we, look at the paragraph again, it has to be C, E, B, A, D, F, right? C, E, B, A, D, F. Please mark it. Okay, let's go to now the clause passage. So the clause passage, law triviality refers to, it's talking about a specific kind of law. So the correct preposition should be of. You all know that, right? Law of triviality refers to. So what kind of law? Law of triviality we can ask. Then second, it says observation. Observation about what? You know? Law of triviality refers to the observation, people in organization. Observation what? That. We need that here. Observation that people, what kind of observation or what does the observation is about? That people in organizations pay. So that. Then third we will see, look at here. This happens. Why? Why this happens? So because, right? This happens because people generally know a lot, right? So because. Let's see the ninth one. Knows a lot about simple things and very little. See, with know, okay, the verb know you usually use about, right? What do you know about? I don't know about, etc. So about. Okay. Then you see the next is the law of triviality is attributed. Again, the verb attributed here carries the preposition to with it. So if you're good at English, you'll be able to find out very quickly the prepositions with certain verbs. Then again, little time it, right? What did it do? Spent, gave, given, did what? Spent, right? Did cannot come here. Okay, give, given, no, right? We need spent here. Okay, so that is past form, simple past. Okay, let's move to now error detection questions. So it's very easy. As soon as we read the first part here, traffic was disrupted, we see that it is a passive voice. With was, we use third form of the verb. So it has to be disrupted in order to make it correct. So first one contains the error, hence first one is the answer. Let's look at the next question now. See, let's quickly read. Okay, and we find here of enterprising. See what it is. It has to be women, right? Thanks to a bunch of. So it cannot be singular. It has to be women. Then the lockdowns forced farmers to feed their crops to kettles. If you're good at nouns, right? If your basic concepts are clear, you'll be able to find out that certain nouns do not contain their plural forms. So kettles is nothing. We write only kettle. So it's both singular and plural. Both forms are same. Next thing we see here, a copy of the order has been shared by many teacher. See, it's easy, right? Many teacher. We have a determiner many. So we need to have a plural noun here. So it has to be teachers. So second one is correct. Next, the data shows. Again, we know, right? We have data and datum, right? Or datum or data. Datum is singular, while data is plural. So data is plural. So according to subject verb agreement, the verb should agree with the subject. So it should be show. Okay. Data is plural, so verb should be also plural. So the data show. Next, the team will participate virtually in the walk in the wake of. See, in the wake of doesn't make any sense. It has to be in the wake of. In the wake of means in the light of. So this is a phrase we use, okay, which means in the light of, right? So the wake of doesn't make a sense. Okay, now we come to the sentence improvement, right? So let's see now. Artificial intelligence is a tremendous power of technology. Technology is a noun, so we need an adjective, powerful here. So see, powerful comes in two uh, options. Then we need how much powerful, right? So we need an adverb, tremendously powerful. So second is correct, right? Next, I enjoyed the culture, food, and temple visits and decided to coming in India. Doesn't make a sense again. We have a preposition to, so we need an infinitive form of the verb come, right? So to come, right? So to come. See, second is correct. Then after this, we don't need in, we need to come to where? So to come to India. Second is your correct answer. Let's see next. She says the exhibition is not just an attempt to showcasing. Again, see, with the preposition to, okay, the verb should be in its infinitive form. So to showcase it should be, right? To showcase. So where is it? Here. To showcase a way. Again, we have an article a here. So a is singular. So it should be only way, not plural ways. So to showcase a way, right? Okay. Let's see next one. The company intending in grab doesn't make a sense. The company intending, had it been here to, okay, intending to, it would have been correct. But we don't have to here. It is only intent. So the company intent should be, and the company intends. That is company singular. It's a collective noun, right? Or it is a singular noun. So it should be intends. Subject verb agreement, right? So the company intends to do what, right? With the the verb intent, we usually put the this, the preposition to with it. And then you have to have the infinitive form, that is grab. So intends to grab. Okay. Now we see the next part now here. Look at this. What do you have to do here? You have to find a wrongly spelled word or a word that shouldn't be present there, right? That has been wrongly placed there. So when their eyes were set on a thing of beauty, they had to be possessed. Who have to be possessed? Are we talking about people here? Okay, whose eyes we're talking about? Or are we talking about that thing? We're talking about that thing actually, right? Because we're comparing, we're somewhere describing the beauty of a thing because it was so beautiful, right? Hence, it had to be somewhere possessed. So, it had to be possessed. So, they is wrongly used here. Next, see, mostly of us would have a least. Mostly of us doesn't make a sense. We need most here, right? Most of us. We need what? We need an adjective here, most, not mostly. So, the first answer would be correct. Okay, let's come to now reading comprehension part. Now see, the questions were very easy. We have enough time left for reading comprehension part. We have around 9 minutes, more than 9 minutes we have to solve this question answers, right? Okay, now let's see the first. Okay, so what you have to do is for 2 minutes, okay, or 1.5 minutes, you go through the, you skim through the reading comprehension part. You skim through the passage, or what you can do is you can directly read the questions and then try to find out the answer. Right now, that depends on what trick you use in the exam. So let's say the first one. Who is Gotabaya Rajpaksha according to the passage? So who is he? Do we find that name here? This name, do we find anywhere here? See, we find here. Gotabaya Rajpaksha. Now let's read this part now, right? In fielding Sajid Premdasa, Sri Lanka's United Nations Party (UNP) has chosen arguably its strongest candidate to take on former Defence Secretary. Who? Gotabaya Rajpaksha. So he is who? Former Defence Secretary. So do we see that option here? Yes, the fourth one, right? We see fourth one here. This is our correct answer. Okay, then which word is most similar to meaning to the word marginalized used in the passage? So marginalized, do we see the word marginalized? Yes. Marginalized section of the society, right? When we use this term. So for whom do we use? People who have been kept aside, or people who have not been taken care of, people who have been subjected to any kind of discrimination or prejudice, right? So marginalized, they can be poor, they can be any minority, right? Any person. So downrated would be the correct word. Treated, you all know the meaning of treated, right? Significant, that is something that's important. Notice, you know the meaning of noticed, that is observed. So none of these words would be the answer, but downgraded would be the correct answer, right? Then next, which of the following is true regarding Ranil Singh according to the given passage? So let's find out this name, Rani Vikram Singh, right? So do we find such name here? Okay, so let's find out. Okay, see, I get here Rani Vikram Singh. So what it says, true. Which of these are true is or are true according to the passage. So it says President Sirisena had a bitter parting of ways with him. Do we see any statement mentioned in the passage? Okay, let's find out. Take our time. Don't worry, we have enough time. Let's see it here. Okay, let's come to the last part. Yeah, see, he has had a bitter parting of ways with Mr. Vikram Singh. Who are we talking about? President Srisena. So this is correct. First one, right? Then second, leader of Sri Lanka's United National Party (UNP). Okay, let's find out UNP. Is any mention of UNP? See, and the UNP may need. Okay, see one again. Once again, we see here The party chose to back the claims of its deputy leader over those of Ranil. Okay, this is something else here. It should be here. Yeah, UNP, right? Sri Lanka's United National Party. Huh. Okay, look at this. The party chose to back the claims of Mr. Premdas, its deputy leader, over those of Ranil Wickremesinghe, its leader, it says, right? And the Prime Minister. So we talked about UNP, right? And then we later described him as what? Leader, right? So this is also correct. Then see this one. In 2015 election, he backed Maithripala Sirisena in order to unseat Mr. Rajapaksa. So let's see. 2015. Let's find out the year of 2015. Where can we see that number? See, in the 2015 election, as part of a grand opposition plan to unseat Mr. Rajpaksha, he backed who? Who are we talking about here? Okay, we're talking about Ranil Wickremesinghe here, right? So we all say that all A, B, and C are correct. Okay, all A and B, A, B, and C are correct. So don't worry, it can take you time, right? So the trick in such passage is that you read the or you go through the passage once before going through the question answer. So it helps you to answer the questions, right? When it is especially inference based. Okay, let's see the next question. Which of the following are the reasons due to which former President Mahinda Rajapaksa cannot run for president election? So let's find out this name. Mahindra Rajapaksa. Okay, we have Rajapaksa here. Okay, okay, see, former President Mahinda Rajapaksa who cannot run for the president. Why? Because he has already completed two terms. He has already completed two terms. So second is correct, right? That's why I cannot run for the elections. Okay, let's read the next question. For how many years did President Sri Sena and Mr. Wickremesinghe have shared powers? For how many years? Okay, see, he has a bitter parting of ways with Mr. Wickremesinghe, even though both have shared power for nearly 5 years. So for 5 years, right? So fourth is correct. Then, which of the following is being chosen as its leader by Vimukti Peramuna? See, the leftist Janta Vimukti Peramuna has chosen its leader Anura Disanke, right? So Anura Disanke. Second is correct. Then, which word is most opposite in meaning to the word dent used in the passage? Dent. What is the meaning of dent? Dent is an amount through which something is lessened in quantity, right? So opposite we need to find out. So opposite would be accretion. Accretion means accumulation, basically, right? Rest of the words, okay. Slump means lean or a fall in price. Decrement, it's a reduction. Abatement is to encourage or an encouragement given to someone to commit wrong acts. So accretion is the correct answer here. Okay, so see, here we have done, okay, less than 20 minutes we have done almost all the questions. In fact, all the questions actually, all the 30 questions we have done successfully here, right? See, it takes time in reading comprehension, definitely. As you could see that I myself took, like some time in answering one question that was inference based, right? This was that question. Yeah. Here, what you have to see that you were provided three different statements here. Now you need to check all those three different statements. Hence, these kind of questions can take your time. So what is the best strategy for these kind of questions? Okay, you read or you skim through the passage once, definitely, right? Because you don't know that what kind of the questions would be asked for the the passage, right? So what do? You skim through the passage, definitely take 1.5 minutes for it and observe it carefully, right? Read the keywords, okay? And it will help you remember that what things are mentioned in what in which part. Is it mentioned in the top or middle or bottom part, right? So these this can help you in answering the questions. So thank you so much, students. I hope you found this video helpful, right? And all the very best for your exam. Do well, believe in yourself, right? And may God bless you, and all the very best again. So thank you so much.